Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Femme, Shamika, whichever one you want to call me. First of all, I want to say we made it. You know what I'm saying? When am I going to be dropping this? This one is probably going to be dropped. Let's see. Today is the 21st. So I have one coming out on the 22nd, the 29th. So this will be my last video before the new year. And I just want to say Happy New Year to you guys. And I hope that the new year is everything you wish for and everything you put out into the universe. The universe is definitely alive, so you have to believe in what you say. You have to use your tongue in the right way. You cannot say bad things over your life. You cannot say bad things over the things you want in life. You can't say things like, which I don't want to say, but I'm just saying it for an example. You can't say things like I'm broke, I'm useless, I'm not good enough, I don't like the way my hair looks, I don't like the way my butt looks, I don't like this, I don't like that. Start saying anything that you don't like. Be like, ooh, my butt look good. I'm in between blessings. I'm beautiful. I love my lips. Like, I love the way my eyes twinkle. And if you don't love them, still say it and still find a way to make those things pop out. And if you don't love the environment you in, you say, I love this. Be thankful for the little things. It doesn't have to be the place you're in. You could say, I'm thankful for my feet. I'm thankful for my hands. I'm thankful for my head. I'm thankful for my body. Just get in the habit of like being grateful for the things that you have, because there is something that you have that the next person does not have. And that does not mean to compare and contrast. That just means for you to just be grateful for the little things so that the big things can find their way to you. You know, you thanking the universe for what the things it's already doing for you, and many more things will come. You have to truly, you can't just say it. You have to truly believe that. You have to truly manifest these things into your life. So today, I wanted to come and talk about forgiving others, forgiving yourself, and how it can help you in life. And of course, I will give you examples from my own life. But I just want to say it's been a hard, long year. A hard, long year. I don't know. Just I speak from my experience. And I know like a whole bunch of you guys who might come across this video. It's been a tough year for me personally. I've been through a lot. And if you have been a follower of mine for the past, even the past week or the past 10 months of me going through TSW, or even from the beginning, I just want to thank you for always watching my videos and supporting me, even when I wasn't consistent. But I'm on a new wave right now. As you can notice, I try to drop all the time. And the key to authentically unlocking yourself is definitely consistency, and not just with YouTube, just in life in general. And I am teaching myself that I'm being very, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm adamant about dropping when I need to drop things on the YouTube, and I'm adamant about doing what I need to do to take care of my body and change my mindset and change my mind frame, because there's the person I want to become, and in order for me to become this person, I have to do what I have to do today. So that's just the lesson in today. And Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Let's do bigger and better things next year. I'm a firm believer. Oh, today is December 21st. But December 21st is the day of magic, and you should set your intentions today. That's what I've been hearing, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my intentions for the next year. Positivity, light, love, lots of hugs, lots of good things coming towards me, business-wise, family-wise, and just, yeah, all that good stuff. I'm going to do that off screen. And so, yeah, have the most blessed year you can have. And if you like my channel, definitely share it with somebody else, because most of these conversations, like I keep saying, are for me. But I love to share my testimony and share with my followers, and have you guys know that you too are not alone, and that we all have these same conversations in our head. And I like to bring them to the camera as best as I can. And without further ado, let me get into it, because I've been talking for 4 minutes and I didn't even get into what I was supposed to be talking about. So today we're going to be talking about forgiving others, forgiving yourself, and how it can help you go further in life. So for me, I have had situations in my life where, you know, I was always that type of kid that would sit down and like analyze my family. My grandmother, she has six, yeah, six kids. They all have children. I only have two uncles in my entire family, so I never really, and I didn't grow up with my father, so I didn't really see too much of that unity, like, you know, mother father in our relationship. And a lot of people from, like, I don't want to speak for everybody, but a lot of kids in the 80s didn't have that stable mom dad, you know, formation. I think my first disappointment was like not having the father in the household. I wasn't really bothered by it because it wasn't like he was in and out. He just was not there. So that was my norm, just me and my mom. But I felt like as I kept growing up, um, the abandonment issues would come up, or like me not really trusting the male figures like that, because I don't know, because of my history maybe. And that kind of took a toll on a lot of my relationships. I feel like I was attracting the wrong type of relationships. And even in, I am a fire sign, I'm an Aries. So a lot of times, like, if we're done, we're completely done. And I'm not telling you to keep talking to your exes, because I still don't do that. But you have to learn to forgive things and understand that everything in your life is done for a reason. I now know that everything in my life was for me to turn into the person that I am becoming now. And I'm so grateful for the little steps. So don't be hard on yourself because, you know, things might not be going the way you want them to go. Things happen for, when you hear things happen for a reason, they actually do. It's just like a good book. You know, in the book you have ups and downs, you have twists and turns, and then all of a sudden, like, the hero is living this life that they want to live. And it's never when they want to live it, but it's when it's supposed to happen, when the author deems it's supposed to happen. So you kind of look at source, look at God as somebody who's writing your story, and eventually you're going to get that, as long as you know you're taking those steps and you're learning the lessons that come along with it, and you're not holding any grudges, and, you know, holding on to the what ifs, or I should have did this, or I should have did that. You know what I mean? Like, um just understand that it's a part of the plan. With me though, I don't think I had a problem forgiving others. I think I had a problem just with holding grudges when I was younger, and holding on to that is just, it doesn't do anything for you but make you older, make you worry, make you sick. You know, stress can lead to sickness. Stress can lead to a lot of things. So we don't want to do that to our bodies, or do that to ourselves. You know, you have to forgive yourself for some of the things that you have done. And if you feel like you can't, a better way to do it is to get yourself a book, or you could record yourself and you just keep a journal of the things that you might want to change, the things that you want to get better at doing in life. Like for me, in the last year of my last trial and tribulation, which pushed me higher into my spiritual awakening, is I wanted to learn how to really be calm and patient, and understand really. I wanted to understand that every part of my life that I was going through was really for a reason, and try not to do my best not to be trying to like control everything, basically. So I'm trying to get the right words out. So the way that I did that is I told myself that once I could move out the bed, move out the couch, I was going to be on a steady regimen of yoga, meditation, and giving myself the love that I felt like I needed to get from someone else, right? So the first part in that for me was to look at myself each day and tell myself how beautiful I was. Now, at that time, I was not feeling beautiful. I did not want to look in the mirror. And I didn't think I was going to come out of that situation. But I knew that with time, things would heal because of the things I had went through before. And I knew that if I could get through those things, then I could definitely get through this, especially with God's help. And so every day I would call on Source and I would ask him to help me and heal me and guide me and help me mentally, help me up here. How can I get to the next step? How can I believe? And things started happening for me. I journaled, I wrote in my computer a lot of times, wrote down how I was feeling. I had a lot of entries where I wrote down how I was feeling, and I don't know, they just disappeared. But I just wanted to say that to let you guys know, like, it's okay to go through those hard times and learn something from it instead of holding on to something that will trigger you or make you feel worse. I hope I'm making sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm not making sense, and then I'll watch my video and it would make sense to me because I'm talking and I'm trying to hear myself talk while I'm talking. You know what I mean? But yeah, forgiveness is important. I feel like a lot of times we're surrounded by people who don't necessarily, if you're the person in the family that's like not the most favorite, or just in general, people just don't align with you a lot of times. I don't feel like you should give up on yourself or make that affect you, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel and things do get better. I always felt like the oddball. I mean, I get along with people for the most part, but I always felt like an oddball in the circle of, like, even around my friends and my family and stuff like that. So I just never wanted to lie about things. I never wanted to lie about how I was feeling. I never wanted to lie about where I wanted to go in life, and I never wanted to be inauthentic and pretend that I was something that I wasn't, or present something that I'm not online, so that when and if I came across any of these people, it's not like, oh, you weren't trying to be like this. And it's not me trying to prove anything to anybody. It's more so like, why can't we just show our real faces all the time? You don't have to necessarily like tell all your business, but like show your real face. Don't hide behind things, be 100% you. I feel like my videos always go in a different direction than the topic. And right now, if I'm being honest, I'm thinking about turning the camera off, but I'm not going to do it because maybe this message is for somebody else. Maybe I'm supposed to look confused like this. So I came on here to talk about forgiving others, right? That's part of the message. Forgiving others is what helps you propel to greatness. Because you know what? When I was forgiving others, I was really forgiving myself. I was forgiving myself for letting little things bother me when they didn't need to. Sometimes there's things in life that you can't immediately change. You can't change it. It's not your fault, Everybody has tough times. And if they say they don't, then they're lucky or they're lying, Everybody has some type of obstacle you have to get over, because that's what helps you grow. And you might have people in your life who might be on the up and up, and you might not be where they are at that moment. Like even your sibling might be having a good time, a good year. You know, they got a job, they got a car, they got a new job. You know what I'm saying? They could buy all their new shit, and then you over here just like, woe is me. When is my time? You have to forgive yourself for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to forgive yourself, because sometimes every time in the timeline is not for everybody to win. So you have to be comfortable in your skin, and you have to be happy for those around you that are having their shine and their moment and their time. But there are people that will make you feel as though what you're doing, or because you're not doing what they want you to do, is that you're not important or good enough, or basically will tell you you're not doing what you're supposed to do with your life. But honestly, the only one who really has that, the only person who has that person or entity who has that call over your life is Source, Yahweh, God, whatever you want to call him or her, you know. So I've learned to forgive myself for putting so much pressure on myself, and stressing about the things that I can't fix in the immediate moments. Am I taking steps to get to those things? Absolutely. Do I call it in every day with manifestation? Absolutely. Do I meditate on it? Absolutely. But you have to have full faith in whatever it is you're trying to do or want to do. Excuse me. I feel like me releasing that burden on myself, it has helped me to become Shamika. Like when I say that, it has helped me to believe and trust that the universe is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's moving the right people in my direction. It's moving the wrong people out of my way. It's closing the doors that don't need to be opened. It's opening the doors that do need to be opened. And I feel like once you alleviate any type of doubt or any type of negativity or any people, persons, things that should not be around you while you're growing, it helps you to elevate even more and become you. And I know I'm going slow, like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. You matter. You matter. Don't let anybody take you off your path. And if that means that you do have to forgive and let go, forgive and let go. You don't even have to make an announcement. You don't have to do an apology train. You don't have to do that unless you want to. I forgave my father for not being there, because I understand that every generation has their own trauma. Not saying that he could not have done something different, but I understand that he has his own pains that he might have gone through. And even though that hurt me as well, I was not going to allow it to make me a different person, if that makes any sense. So sometimes, even though it's hard, you have to forgive people, even people who are not around, so that you may elevate and become a different person. Especially if that's your calling, if you're getting called to share your testimony or be this person and you don't know how you're going to become that person, that's a good way to start. And then also while you're doing that, you learn to forgive oneself. I learned to forgive myself for a lot of things that I have done, or the people or places I've been around that I didn't want to be around, or shouldn't have been around because I didn't want to be around at the time, and not listening to my inner voice, like I keep telling you about, listening to your higher self, your inner voice, and letting it lead you where you should go. I have forgiven myself for those things, and I came back lighter after my 2-year stint with TSW. I have been working on myself for like a decade or more now. But the last 2 years, I feel like were the roughest. Well, since 2020, it was very rough. And the last 2 years were the pivotal of just me learning about myself. And I came to the conclusion of where I want to be, where I want to go. In order for me to get there, I have to do the work, you know? And so, shameless plug. That is why I journal. Okay? I journal. I write my ideas down, because one day writing your ideas down is like having, what do they call them? A vision board. Writing your ideas down is something that is amazing because you can scratch it off. I hope this video is not all over the place. I'm gonna drop it anyway because I wanna be authentic to whatever it is I'm saying in this video. I hope it makes sense. Why do I keep saying that? See what I'm saying? I still do it. I still doubt myself a little bit. Don't doubt yourself. So in conclusion, forgive yourself, forgive others, and know that everything on your journey is going to lead you somewhere, to something. Okay? Yeah, I think I'm just going to call this video Thoughts because it was all over the place. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, wherever you are. Later.